So I think what's extremely helpful here is for us to recognize that part of our assumptions as as evangelicals is that we do believe that the inspired and overseen construction of texts that began clearly in the Old Testament continues into the New, so that the same spirit that inspired the prophets is the spirit that is inspiring the apostles. The God who appeared at Mount Sinai is the God incarnate who speaks from the Mount and delivers a sermon. So that what we are affirming is that there has been no change in terms of who it is that is sending these scriptures and the means, the divine means or agents uh, through whom he sends them. God is the same, the Spirit is the same, the gospel is the same. And so in the same way in which the Jews would proclaim a supernatural activity in regard to Yahweh's relationship to Israel, the way in which he manifests himself in Israel and preserves the scriptures of Israel through their various historical experiences, that same God is doing precisely the same thing through the church, so that the church is now the body of Christ, through which the good news of Christ is proclaimed and preserved, and that the scriptures which are associated with this new grouping of humanity are also preserved. So in the same way in which God through Israel preserves the scriptures of Israel, God through the body of his Son now preserves the writings of the New Covenant. The parallelism is almost exact, and once again we declare that there is a unity to the history of redemption, to the history of revelation, and to the history of the preservation of sacred texts.